Hello everybody, and welcome to Northern Card Gaming. My name is Andrew Brown, and this is a recording of a round 2 match from the Belfast locals here, obviously, in Belfast through Robin's Cafe. On your left, you will see Stefanos Ayiriou from, he's from Greece, obviously, not obviously, but he is from Greece. And on your right, you'll see Dean McLaughlin. Left, Stefanos is playing Turtonator, which just topped, of course, Leipzig 15th. And on the right, you can clearly see a Bulu. Unfortunately, we have missed the opening turn here. Stefanos and Dean down of course back to 6, and it means that Dean missed his Bridget turn, which means that he is really far behind here because he's only just attacked with a attack from Bulu to do 60 with a choice band, and now he's got no grubbins. And now this basically gives Stefanos a free Kiawe turn, which is not good at all, because if he gets a free Kiawe turn, that means he can definitely KO the Bulu next turn because there's no grubbins to get the Vikavolt online to allow them to use their ability to get the energy on to Bulu. Bulu needs to be using Nature's Judgment by turn 2 in theory to start keeping up with the prices, but now because he's got Kiawe out, he's probably going to just start going out for put the Kiawe onto the Ho. His handling's quite good. I can see that he's got an Ultra Ball and he's got another Lele. It's just for different times if he needs to get a supporter. But he's going to be using the Ultra Ball now. He could be Ultra Balling for another Ho or possibly another Turt or even just to get another Volcaning, because I know his list played 2. He got the Ultra Ball away. Ultra Ball's away a Choice Band and a Lele. So he loses the Lele, maybe he has Supporter in hand. This is actually not a bad play because the Choice Band would normally be able to kill other things in that are 210, but because Bulu is so low in the THP with 180, everything kills it, so Choice Band's a good discard. He goes for the Oranguru to keep him hopefully end proof later in the game. So he is shuffling, which probably means he's got more to do after the Kiawe. I'm going to assume, yeah, but he's got more. He's got enough down in his hand to draw one from Oranguru whenever it's ready. So we'll see what he can draw here. An Elixir might be good, or just an energy to attach for turn. That'd be also quite a good thing. It's good hand to get. He's got another. Actually, he had 2 Leles in hand actually, and he gets an N. So he's got a supporter for next turn, which is quite good, especially if Dean doesn't use any of his bridge or anything, and he can't get his hand ready. He's got an N, which is a draw supporter for him, but he uses Kiawe, puts all 4 onto Ho-Oh, and that's pretty bad for Dean, of course, because he's got no grubbins, which means he can't get Vikavolt, which means he can't do Guzma plays to kill that Ho-Oh, which is a shame. He's going to have to take it. He's going to try and he needs to try his best to try and get a grubbin down this turn, just so he can start hopefully powering up the second Bulu and start taking prizes. Because with Ho-Oh, if you start taking the prizes off the things they've Kiawe to, then well, their energy's gone. So they got to keep Kiaweing or hope for elixirs. And obviously, if you're hoping for things, that's not really that great. He attaches the energy to the bench to Tapu Bulu. He might. And we'll see if he just goes for another attack or whether he's got anything else to do. Hope he does, because if he doesn't, he's going to be in a very bad position. He's just mulling over what he can do. Hopefully, if he had Ultra Ball of Lele, he can get grubbins with the Bridget, but I think he is just going to attack again for 60, and that's really bad. That's a terrible turn for poor Dean here. It means that due to the float stone, Turtonator can just go and knock out, not Turtonator, Turtonator can retreat, and the Ho can come in and just completely knock it out, and I think that's what the plan is. Dean putting that energy onto the Bulu was quite good. It means he's now got less attachments to try and do later on, but the Bulu dies, and that brings Stefanos into 4 prizes, and Dean's still on to 6. Now, if he could find a way to take, this is the thing with the Ho deck I can see, if you could take away that Kiawe Ho, somehow the deck now suddenly has got no energy. But no grubbin probably means that he's not going to be able to, just due to the fact that the Vikavolts aren't out, means he can't strong charge, which means he can't kill with Nature's Judgment. So he may be forced to here, and because the Mew's got an attack and counter, which is basically like Vulpix's attack, except for 1 less Pokemon. But he's going to retreat into the other Bulu. He's hoping that... Oh, he's got a Guzma. Okay. He's got a Guzma up the Oranguru, which does have not the biggest retreat cost. It's got 2. He could have done it with the Volcanic EX at a bigger retreat cost and possibly do well there, but he's going to go for Mew. He's going to search for the Lele, which hopefully will search for a Bridget next turn and get him going, but I think it might be a bit too late now. Unless the Oranguru gets caught in this, gets caught and doesn't get Guzma'd or Floatstoned out, or even switched. The list did play switch from my memory, so if he had switch, that would also not be good. But so no knockout yet for Dean. Dean should be knocking out with Bulu pretty early. Unfortunately, just the deck hasn't done what it needs to do. Until he's stuck. But he puts down, I can see he puts down another Lele, which probably means he's going to go for a Guzma. He does go for the Guzma. Lele for the Guzma to get the Oranguru out of the active, which brings the Bulu into the active, and it means that Ho can use its 4 energy attack, 180 attack to knock it out instantly, and it resets the attack of Ho, just because Ho has the same thing as Volcanian, where you got to keep retreating it. Although you can use Secret Fire from Ho, even if you have used the big attack, which is annoying. I don't like that, but he attaches the Volcanian EX. Attachment for turn is done. And we're going to see what he's got an Ultra Ball in hand. He's just debating what he wants to, but no, he just knocks it out. Ho knocks it out. Stefanos goes 2 prizes, and Dean's still at 6. Dean is in a horrible position. He needs another Pokemon down because Ho-Oh's next attack can knock out the Purr. He gets the Lele down. That's good. He searched for the Lele, obviously, so he's going to go for the Bridget. He's going to go for the Bridget, and he's going to go probably 2 Grubbins and a Bulu. He's going to attempt to try and get this game, salvage this game. Hope he can, obviously, for the sake of this. But it doesn't look great, does it? Stefanos has a KO next turn. He's definitely got a KO with the Mew, because the Mew's got 50 HP and Sacred Fire does 50. But it's the turn after that. Maybe he can get end to 1, and then he can maybe start trying to get back into this game. But we'll have to see. So he's going to go, and he's got a Bridget, obviously, and he's going to take out his Bulu and his 2 Grubbins, I believe. Maybe there's 1 Grubbin. And let's see if we can get another Grubbin. He gets 2 Grubbins. He's going to go for the last Bulu in his deck, because obviously he's gone through 2 of them already. So hopefully it wasn't a prize, and it wasn't prize, luckily. So Dean's got a good bet. He's now got a turn 1 that he should have had, but unfortunately this is like turn 3 or 4, and that's not good for poor old Bulu. And we don't. I don't know what really. I think it's probably done. To be fair, I don't know why I'm bothering to try and pretend it's like it's not done, but it probably is. But he's going to attach to the Mew. He's going to be using. He's going to use any drive from. Due to the ability of Mew, you can use any basic attack on your side of the field. He's going to use energy drive to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 damage to the Ho. That's not a bad play, given the position he is in. It's not a bad bet. It's getting damage on the board. It means that a choice banded Bulu can knock it out for 1 energy, which is not bad. But unfortunately, see here, he gives him up the card for Flowstone, and that is game 1 to Stefanos. Quick game. Berdine bricked. It was not good for him. Hopefully the next game is better. Poor old Dean here with that deck with Bulu. Bulu's can be inconsistent at times, but when it works, it definitely does work. This is round 2. Unfortunately, round 1 was not able to be recorded. The round 1 match would have been me, Andrew Brown, obviously, against Chris Campbell, the other person on this channel as well. The other Northern Irish guy. I won that. Very, very, very amazing and fun game 1. And then we weren't have enough time for a game 2. I was playing Xerneas, as you'll see later on, because we recorded the final between me and Stefanos. And I was playing Xerneas Break, and Chris Campbell was playing Buzzwall Lycanroc. And I decided to play Xerneas for today, just for the Belfast local, just because I love the deck and I want to try it out because we have a Dublin League Cup coming up. I want to see how Xerneas fared. We're still debating. I've got a few decks, so I'll obviously have to choose one of them before Saturday the 11th of February, this Saturday, by the time you see it. And so we'll go to game 2 here. Hopefully, Dean probably going first. And that would hopefully mean that he can get his Bridget play off ASAP. And the decks sort of function not very similarly, but they function in the fact that they need a certain supporter by turn 1 or turn 2 for the deck to fully be optimally played. So they're both using very similar ideas, which is a shame, where if you miss it, you're very far behind. And I do kind of hope Dean wins this one, just because we need to get game 3 in. But Hopefully he can show off the power of Bulu, because Bulu is very like Turtonator in the fact it can just do 1-hit KOs very quickly and then instantly get the energy from the deck. So here we are. Hopefully Dean's going to go first. The right player is obviously go first. He is an evolution deck. We'll see what the lovely 7-card hand. I see a Ho, I see a lot of supporters, and I do see a Ultra Ball, which means that guaranteed, unless Dean ends him, he has got a guaranteed Kiawe next turn. As well, he's got Nest Ball, which means he can get Turtonator out and maybe attached to that, or attached to the Volcaniacs as well. So here we see, and he starts with a Lele. That is not good. That's probably the worst start of the deck, bar Oranguru, which he does play in the deck. So we're going to see what he can do. Luckily, he's going first, which means that him going for it, if he doesn't get Bridget, it basically means he's going second. He's basically just going second now, and you effectively pass the turn 1 on to Stephanos, but he can now attack, which he probably won't attack anyway because of the deck. So really, if you don't get Bridget, it basically just becomes a new turn. When he's attaching to Lele. Now, if you're emptying your hand, that probably means end. So he's ending, and that means there's no Bridget, which means he's got no Grubbins again on his first turn. But luckily, he did go first, which means that he can be able to get Bridget in the second turn and not be too far behind. And we'll see what Stephanos can get out of this end, if he can get the same good hand that he had last time and be able to build up his board with energies and elixirs, and obviously with his Kiawes. And so they obviously both draw 6 due to the fact that there's a Lele, he's super odd, 2 fire energies and a Guzma and a Floatstone. So he's definitely guaranteed Kiawe next turn. He can then, I guess he could also attach to the... He could attach to the Lele and start doing, maybe be able to get some energy drives in, but I don't think he will. I think he'll just keep the fire energy in his hand just in case he needs it. But him being able to Kiawe is pretty cool, although he has to be wary of the Lele's energy drive. He has to be wary of Lele's energy drive because it can do quite a lot of damage if you have 4 energy on. We'll see what he goes. He mightn't go Kiawe because his hand's a bit dead if he doesn't. If he goes Kiawe, his hand's a bit dead. So he might just go N. This time just play it safe because he knows that. No, he's going to go Kiawe. Okay, he's really going to go far in. His hand had a Guzma in it, but it had nothing else. So I suppose he's banking on the fact that maybe he misses again on the Grubbins. So, and it's awkward, this one, because if he Kiawe's under the Ho-Oh there, and obviously Dean gets another energy, that's 150 damage on that Ho-Oh instantly. So I guess he has to go Kiawe now. He's Lele for it, which probably means he is going for it. He's going to attach a Floatstone, and he's going to retreat into Lele. That's a good play. So he's gonna make Dean Guzma up the Ho. He attaches to Lele so he can retreat it, and he has Kiawe on the Ho. That's quite a good play there. It forces Dean to need the Guzma to start doing damage onto it, which he doesn't want to use Guzma because he wants to find Bridget this turn. Very, very good play by Stephanos, and it means that his Ho is effectively protected from any sort of issues, in theory anyway, in case Dean wants to really go ham on the Ho, but then he gets his Lele knocked out, and if he can't find the energy for Bulu, then... So he may just go, okay, he's Kiawa'd onto that Ho, which is bad, but I may as well try and play my own game and get my Grubbins out just to make sure. But we'll find out here what he does. He did attaching that energy to Lele is quite good. It means he can retreat it. He might even need to retreat it if he has. Obviously, he's got Guzma in hand, so he mightn't need to. But I can't really see what Dean's got. But the turn has passed over to Dean, and we're going to find out here what he can do. Hopefully, he got Ultra Ball for Lele again, or he might not, and he may have to just start attacking with a lovely Lele. He's going to go Mew. He benches the Mew from Fate's Collide, and if he has. I suppose if he's going for the Mew, that is not good. He's retreated into the Mew, which probably means he has energy in hand to encounter. And oh dear, he's going to have to encounter again, is he? Let's see what he does. It's going to encounter. Oh, this is bad turns. 2 straight games of Bulu not working how it should, which is never good. This is not good for poor old Bulu. It's not working how it's not working how it wants to work. It keeps bricking. Not that it keeps bricking all the time. It's just bricked twice in succession. And I think we're going to see what he can do here. He's guaranteed Bridget next turn. But I mean, look at the field now. An unpunished Kiawe. He Guzmas up the Bulu. And that means he can knock out the Bulu and take 2 prizes to go 4 prizes to 6. And he does. He takes it out instantly. Stefanos has 4 prizes and Dean stays on his 6. A quick turn by Stefanos. Didn't really have much else he could do really, bar attach to the Volk EX and attach to it. Start powering that up for later, for hopefully late game. And now Dean is going to go for his Lele. And he's going to finally get Bridget. He's Bridgeting a lot earlier than he was able to in the other game, so at least that's a good plus. He can now get, let's see if his any Blues prize or anything. No, he's not. Oh, he's tried to bridge it out of Vikavolt, which you obviously can't do because stage 1, stage 2, and there's the Bulu. Probably a bit of a slip fry routine there, trying to bridge it out of Vikavolt. If you could do that, we would probably really like Bridget even more, and probably would have been banned by now. But luckily we can't. So he finally rectified it with his Bulu, and now his field is all filled up, and he's got the 2 Grubbins he required, and he's going to attach to the Bulu for turn, which means that he can get Vikavolt next turn. That is a guaranteed Nature Judgment. He may just encounter again. He does just encounter again for his attack, which is quite good. He's probably going to search for a Vikavolt. His deck doesn't play, his version of the deck didn't play Charjabug, so he could probably go Vikavolt, which probably means he has Rare Candy in hand. He does go Vikavolt, as thought so he has encounter for the Vikavolt, ending his turn and putting turn over to Stefanos. Stefanos has a guaranteed KO here, being able to use his Sacred Fire attack onto the Mew and knock it out instantly because it has 50 HP. But he might not, he might just... He might decide to knock it out with something else, but I'm pretty sure that's what his plan is. He can also attach to Lele and do the same thing, which he might do anyway, just so he can be able to reset Ho's big attack and not be able to use it a turn after. And he is going to attach to the Lele, and he's going to retreat and knock out this Mew with this Lele, it seems. And I can't really see how much he's got a Fire Engine, see Super Raw, and see a Field Blower. He could blow away, hit the 1 choice band, but he does not. He takes the energy drives to knock out and puts Stefanos 3 up to 6, just Dean 6. And Dean's going to put up the Bulu. Obviously, he's going to be able to hopefully start Nature's Judgment. What would be really good is if he's able to take out that Ho somehow. If he had a Guzma, that would be a fantastic play. Because now, if he kills the Lele, that Bulu's dying, which isn't good. We would put him to 1 prize. We would put Stefanos to 1 prize. And Dean wants to try and save prizes, but he has got N. He's going to N away his encounter, completely making that encounter worthless. Not worthless, but just it's really showing his deck is not working with him today. And it's a shame really, because Bulu is so explosive when it gets working. And we'll see what he can get from the end. He's end Stefanos down to 3. Stefanos' hand wasn't doing anything anyway. Not that Dean would have known. Maybe it really depends. He hasn't done to a worse hand, but we'll see what he can get. Stefanos, he's got Lele, so the end's a bit of a moot point. And a Turtonator, which things are attaching to. Has Dean got Rare Candy Vikavolt? He does have Rare Candy Vikavolt. Okay, Vikavolt's up. And he can start strong charging, obviously. So he got strong charge once to the Bulu, I'm going to assume, then once to another target. And we'll see what he decides to do with that. Hopefully, he will obviously just attach 1 to the Bulu, but he probably will attach the other one to one of the Lele, start powering that up, because in this match it's quite good due to the high energy costs of Ho-Oh and Turtonator and these kind of Pokemon. But he has obviously done his strong charge, and we'll see where the strong charge leads him. And he will... He'll probably attach the grass. I'm going to assume he attaches the grass to the Bulu, unless he decides to attach the lightning just to be safer with a lightning count. Although he may also be... No, he's attaching lightning to the Bulu, and then he's shuffling the deck, which means he's not going to go in strong charge onto one of the Lele's. A strange move, but I suppose he could do it. If it would just, it would definitely really help his cause if he was able to. Because if he had Guzma in hand, he could have. Although he did end obviously, so he can't. But he's going to just knock out the Lele and take his first 2 prizes. And Stefanos is 3 up to Dean's 4 now. But obviously, he is now going to get a big old ho to the face because ho has been reset, which means he can then use his attack. Turtonator gets played down from his bench, and a Nest Ball, probably going for either one of his 3 attackers, really. A ho or even Oranguru. He may go Oranguru just to make sure he's not end proofed if it has not been prized in the last 3 cards. He may go Guru just to be safer. He does go Guru. A good play. Very, very good play to be able to be safer with that lovely card. Because obviously the ability allows you to draw up to 3, meaning that if you get end to 1, it means you've got a few more chances at getting back into the game with Guru. So it's very good end proofing. Obviously he is going to 1 prize now, thanks to the power of good old Ho-Oh knocking out this Bulu. He uses his Ho-Oh once, and he gets a max elixir, which he will play instantly. And what does he get an energy? He does get an energy. He's choosing to see all 6. And he will attach his energy to the Volcanini X to start setting up that 4 other attack. I think Dean's making light of the fact that Stefanos has a 1 random old fire energy in amongst X and Y and Sun and Moon energies. I don't get why, but he does. We should worry get him another energy at some point, but we still haven't. So poor old Stefanos there. He plays Lele down. He's going to go for another Lele. He's going to go for another supporter. Depending on what goes for, he's going to go for Sycamore. I think that's for next. Might be for next turn, or maybe even this turn. This is just to, almost even bait an end almost. Because you could Sycamore, draw loads, and then be able to thin more and more cards, which is quite good for end proofing yourself late game. I think he's looking to play it now, and he does get rid of the Guzma. And let's see the 7 cards he draws. Let's see a Field Blower, a Lele, Choice Band, Lele, a Switch, a Snow Sycamore, and a Turtonator. Not much you can instantly play. With the Field Blower, you can instantly play the Field Blower. Maybe you won't play anything, and just hope it's supposed to be nice. He's gonna put a Choice Band onto something, I think. No, he's just gonna knock out. So he Sycamores and effectively draws 9 due to the 2 prizes, and that leaves Stefanos with 1 prize left and Dean with 4. But he can knock out this. I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. If he can get 2 more energy onto it somehow via a second Vikavolt, he would be able to knock out that Ho-Oh and actually really put a lot of pressure onto Stefanos at that point, because that'll be his big attack, his main big attack go. But Dean uses energy recycler, puts 5 energy back in from his discard pile into his deck, including 2 of them I assume being a lightning energy and 3 grass. So that's good. Energy reload for the Vikavolt. So if he is able to get another rare candy Vikavolt, that'd be really, really cool. It means he can knock out this Ho, and it would mean that Stefanos would need a lot next turn from a Sycamore or something. If he can end especially, he would need an awful lot to get things going. He's got an Ultra Ball. Discards away 2 cards. We'll see in a second what the cards are. Discards another Ultra Ball and a Field Blower. And he's going to go for, let's see what he goes for. If he goes for Vikavolt, that'd be amazing. Means he can get rare candy Vikavolt. He goes for Vikavolt, he's probably got rare candy in his hand, which is pretty damn good to be fair, because it means he can knock out this Ho-Oh. If he can end him and knock out the Ho-Oh, that would be fantastic. If he can end him, knock out the Ho-Oh, he is both strong. He's going to use the strong charges now. Is he going to put all of them on the Ho-Oh? Onto the Lele, sorry? I think that's a good play. Yes, he is going to put all of them onto the Lele. This is a pretty good play, because now he's guaranteed the kill on the Ho-Oh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and Choice Band makes it 19. He's guaranteed the knockout on Ho-Oh. That's pretty good, I think. He's going to put choice band onto the Vikavolt for later, and he ends. Fantastic. This puts Stefanos into a difficult position. It means that he has to really get a lot, and I mean a lot, from this end. He needs maybe a Sycamore from that, plus the Oranguru, and then he needs I think it's he doesn't. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what he needs, because I didn't see the card he briefed. He put it away too quickly, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good end by Dean, because it means he's on one. It means Stefanos on one card, and his Pokemon is now a lot. His position's a lot less viable, let's say, than it was before. Because now his big attacker's gone. He kills the Ho, and that puts him down to 2 prizes. Stefanos at 1 prize. Dean at 2. Now, what is that card that Stefanos got ended into? That is a bigger question to ask. And what does he decide? He would need... The way to win this game would be an attachment, or an elixir, a steam up, and a choice band. That's what wins him the game. He could also put up away. He puts up the Oranguru. Okay, so he's got an Ultra Ball, and Super Rod. It means he can Oranguru for 1. It means he can either Oranguru for 1 and Ultra Ball, or he could Super Rod, and then he's gonna go Super Rod. So he's on Super Rod. First, he puts 3 energies back into his deck. He's a Super Rod, and it means he's going to Oranguru for 2, and that means he can then use his Ultra Ball to get a Lele, which means he can then go most likely for Sycamore. Now, the fact he's put Guru up means he needs a way to retreat, so he would need a switch or a float stone, and so that's really what he needs. He needs a way to switch, so either a switch or a float stone. He needs an energy to attach, maybe even an elixir, and then he needs a steam up, and he might need a choice band, and he would need choice band as well. So he's going to, I think he's just weighing up the options, and I think his options are really just Ultra Ball for the Lele. The Ultra Balls for the Lele. So, this is a big Sycamore, isn't it? He is. The good thing is he's put up the Oranguru, so in case he misses everything, or misses whatever, it means that it does mean that Dean needs to find his own Guzma to knock things out, which he might be able to, but we'll see. So it's a big Sycamore. He needs a lot of stuff. He needs two energies, a choice band, and a float stone, or he needs an energy elixir, choice band, float stone. He needs a bit of connection. So we'll see what he gets here. Sycamores, field blower, 1 energy, Turtonator, elixir, energy, float stone. Oh dear Christ! He got everything. He got absolutely everything. There's a float stone for the Oranguru. Puts some into the Volcanion EX. He attaches for turn. Choice band and steam up. There it is. And that is just stupid. That was just annoying. Wow. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that match. He got very lucky, old Stefanos, with that bit of play. He's able to knock out the Lele, and the game was over. But thank you very much for watching this Bulu vs. Ho at Belfast Locals. I've been Andrew Brown, and I'll be joining you very soon for the final, which is of course me, Andrew Brown, playing Xerneas Break against Chris Campbell. Against Stefanos playing Ho Turtonator once again. So that'll be very, very soon, hopefully. I'll talk to you soon about it, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.